Welcome students. In this lecture, we will discuss some problems related to quadrilateral, and after that we will discuss some another plane figures that like circle and pyramid, cube, tetrahedron. The plane figures will be also discussed. So now we should start with some problems related to quadrilateral. So our first question is the base of a parallelogram is the base of a parallelogram is twice its height. Twice its height if the area of parallelogram is if the area of parallelogram is 144 square centimeter, find its height. Find its height. Okay friends, now here in this question the base of a parallelogram is twice its height. Okay friends, now we should discuss draw a parallelogram. Let this is our parallelogram. Okay, according to given conditions, let base is A and base of parallelogram is twice its height. Let base is to A, then what will be the height? Height will be A because base is twice. At 12 condition in the equation, base is twice then the height. So what will be area? Area of parallelogram ABCD. What is given here? Here area of parallelogram is given 144. Okay, 144. What will be the area? According to formula, area is base into height. That is, what is the base? Length of base is 2a. So 2a and height is a. 2a into a is equal to 144. Okay. This is 2a square. 2a square will be 144. So what will be the a square? A square will be 144 by 2. That is 72. Then find its height. Okay. So what will be the a? A will be square root of 72. That is for 36 into 2. That is the square root of 36 is 6, and this will be root 2. So it is 6 root 2 centimeter, which our area is given is square centimeter. So its height will be 6 root 2. This is the height. So height is 6 root 2 centimeter because A is our height in assumption. Okay. Now we should take another question. Okay. Our another question is that find the area of rhombus. Find the area of rhombus, one side of which measure, one side of which measure 10 centimeter and one diagonal 12 centimeter. Okay students, we have to find out here the area of rhombus. So let us draw a rhombus. This is our rhombus. Name this rhombus, that is ABCD. Since this is the rhombus, so length of all sides will be equal. Left, this is A. Find the area of rhombus one side of which measure 10 centimeter. Since this is 10 centimeter, so indicate this here. And one diagonal 12 centimeter. So let us draw the diagonals. One diagonal is 12 centimeter. This is our diagonal, that is 12 centimeter, and this is the our diagonal that in which their length is small v. Okay. As we know that an rhombus is a parallelogram. So according to property of parallelogram, we know that diagonal bisect each other. So let us consider that these diagonals intersect each other at point O. So half of this diagonal will be 6 and half of this diagonal will be divide 2. Okay. Now this is 90 degree because according to the property of rhombus, the diagonal intersect at 90 degree. So now this will be what? This will be right angle triangle AOB, and we know that in a right angle triangle we can apply the Pythagoras theorem. Now in right angle triangle AOB, right angle triangle AOB, what will happen? It will be AB square equal to AO square plus BO square. Okay. What is AB? AB is 10. So 10 square is equal to AO. AO means 6 square and BO means d by 2 the square. Okay. What is 10 square? 10 square is 100 and 6j square is 36. d by 2j square is d square by 4. Okay. Now simplify this. This will be 100 minus 36 is equal to d square by 4. And now this is 64. 64 equal to d square by 4. So d square, this is d square. So what will be d square? D square will be 64 into 4. Now d will be square root of 64 into 4. Okay. D is root of 64 is 8 and root of 4 is 2. So this will be 16 centimeter. Okay. We have obtained another diagonal that is 16 centimeter in length. Okay. Now finally we have to calculate the area of rhombus. So what will this? So area of rhombus ABCD is equal to, as we know that area of any rhombus is 1/2 multiple of their diagonals. that is d into 12, because length of, or we can write diagonal that are BD into AC. Okay. Now we should put the value of BD and AD AC. So what is BD? BD is 12 and AC BD is what? BD is D, and that is 16 and AC is 12. So simplify this. This is 8 into 12. So it is 96. Okay. So area of rhombus ABCD is equal to 96 centimeter square, or we can say square centimeter also. So this is the area of ABCD. Okay. This was the best question of quadrilateral. In this question we have learned some properties of rhombus and how they are applied in solving the problems. Now we should take another question, that is the difference between. Our next question is the difference between two parallel sides the difference between two parallel sides of a trapezium is 8 centimeter. The perpendicular distance between them is perpendicular distance between them is 38 centimeters if the area of trapezium is 950 centimeter square. Find the length of parallel sides. Okay students, now first off we should understand the question, and after that we should start to solve. In this question, the difference between two parallel sides of a trapezium is 8 cm. Means if we draw the diagram of trapezium, then let us. This is the diagram of trapezium, and let's their parallel sides are A and B, small a and small b, and this is the height h. So, as per given in the question, the difference between two parallel sides of trapezium is 8 cm. Means, according to this question, what will be A minus B? A minus B will be difference between two parallel sides. This is 8 So it's equation number 1. And after that the perpendicular distance between them is 38 centimeter. What is the perpendicular distance? Perpendicular distance is h, because h is the perpendicular on AB and DC both. So what is the h? H is 38 centimeter. Okay. After that, it is given that if the area of trapezium is 950 centimeter square, find the length of parallel sides. As we know that area of parallel trapezium is 1 by 2 sum of parallel sides into height, that is a plus b into height is s. This is the area and its value is given by 950 centimeter square. Okay, now we should put some value, that is 1 by 2 a plus b and height is 38, height is 30, that is 950. Okay friends, so what will be this? This will be, after simplifying 19 to the 38, so what will be a? A will be 950 by 19. So a plus b will be 50, that is equation number 2. Here equation number 1 is a minus b equal to 8 and equation number 2 is a plus b equal to 50. As equation number 1 and 2 are linear equations in a and b, so we should solve these equations. So this should write the equations. Equation number 1 is a minus b is equal to 8 and equation number 2 are a plus b equal to 15. Okay. We should add these two equations, then they will be cancelled out and then a and a will be added. So 2a is equal to, what will happen here, 50, add a will be 58 divided 2, that is what, 2 to the 4 and 9, 29 centimeter. Now we should put the value of a in question number 2, then what will be this, 29 plus b is equal to 50. So what will be equal to 50 minus 29, that is 31 centimeter. Length of parallel sides. So as we have drawn a and b parallel sides, so what is a is 29 centimeter and b is 31 centimeters. These are parallel sides of trapezium. Hence we have solved this question. Okay. Now we should take some other figures and we should discuss them. Now we should discuss circle. So what is circle? Circle is some figure in which there is a fixed point and there is a variable point, and distance between fixed point and variable point is always constant. So let us take a fixed point, that is O. If we take another variable point here, that is P, if distance between O and P is always constant, then thus the figure found will be what? Circle. Okay, distance between P is always constant as we rotate in this shape. So OP is always equal. Okay, thus this type of structure will be circle. Now we should discuss some particular things in circle, that is sector. Okay, we should discuss sector. What is sector? We have drawn a circle. Now we should identify this sector in this circle. So this is our center O and these are radii of circle. So what is sector? This is the sector. This portion will be sector. Means what is sector? Sector is any shape that is formed by radii of any circle and arc of that particular circle. Means here AOBA is sector. AOBA is sector. Now we should discuss area of sector. Let us, this angle is theta. What? So area of sector AOBA. What will be area of the sector? Area of the sector will be theta by 360 into pi r square. Okay, this is the area of sector. Now we should discuss also the perimeter of sector. What will be this perimeter of sector? Perimeter of sector P is equal to what? There will be 2 pi r into theta by 360 degrees. These formulas are very important with point of view of circle. Okay. Now we should discuss another structure, that is prism. We should discuss prism. Prism. What is prism? So prism is any structure. Prism is any structure in which the base and top are similar. In which base and top are similar, and the lateral surface is also same from base to top. So we can say that prism is any structure which is similar from base to top. Okay, let us take a triangular prism. Okay, let us take a triangular prism. We should take any triangular prism. Okay, this is our base and we should extend this Okay students, this is the basic shape of triangular prism. Triangular prism. Because prism is a 3D structure. Prism is 3D structure, so it cannot be exactly drawn on the 3D and 2D plane. So here we have shown the prism. Okay, friends. Now we should discuss the perimeter area, surface area, and lateral surface area of this prism. So first of all, we should take that height of the prism is h, and there two base sides are A and B. Here we have taken right triangular prism. Right triangular prism are more types, that are quadrilateral prism, okay, pentagon, hexagon prism, but we have taken here triangular prism because more questions are asked from right triangular prism in the examination. So first of all, we should discuss perimeter of base. Okay, what is perimeter of base? We should take this thing. So perimeter of base P will be A plus B plus C. Okay, now we should discuss LSA. What will be LSA? Lateral surface area. LSA will be A plus B plus C into H, means perimeter into height. Now we should discuss TSA. TSA means total surface area. That will be LSA plus 2 into 1 base area. 2 into base area. Okay. So what is LSA? LSA we have written here. This is A plus B plus C into H plus 2 into base area. What is base area? That will be 1 by 2 base into height. So it will be 1 by 2 AB. Now calculate this A plus B plus C into H. 2 will be cancelled out here. So it will be AB. This is the TSA of prism. Okay, students. So we have discussed the topic prism. Image we have discussed perimeter of base, TSA, LSA. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. Now we will discuss some questions related to these topics in this lecture. We will discuss some numericals in the next lecture. Okay. Thank you very much.